Alright, what's up guys, it's boy FOR-GIT Gaming coming at you guys with another video here on the channel for you guys. Today's video we're going to be going over the brand new FoamStar game that came out, and specifically in this video we're going to be talking about the bubble gem sets that you guys have down in the salon, over by the salon. Alright, this is where you would go to put these perks onto your character. We're going to call them perks, that's pretty much what they are. Alright, but alright, the way this works, okay, we want to explain the way this works to you guys, okay? But before we explain how this works to you guys, we do just want to explain one thing before we actually get into the video here. We do just want to let you guys know, if it seems like we are struggling to put a sentence together, I am going to tell you guys right now, okay? I cannot handle that. I cannot help that, okay? Just giving you guys that heads up. Alright, we recently in the past few days, and we're still trying to recover from it, we've got doctor's appointments and stuff like that that we're going to be going to try to take care of it, okay? But we did have a seizure not too long ago, so it was maybe day before yesterday. Alright, I can't remember the exact date, because when stuff like that happens, unfortunately, I forget. I forget pretty much everything. But like I said, bear with me, and we'll get through this video, okay? But how this works, okay? How the bubble gem sets work inside this game, are these perks that we have. The way you do these, and we suggest doing one at a time, just to make life a little easier, and you'll understand maybe why we're saying one at a time. If you can do more than one at a time, then cool. If your brain's able to handle that, then awesome. But we suggest one at a time, and some people may understand why we're saying that, like we said, after we explain how this works. So when you want to add one of these available effects, okay, when you start off and you got a brand new character, every single one of these are going to be gold letters and not grayed out whatsoever, okay? Now I will say, if they're grayed out, that means two things, okay? If they're grayed out, that means you no longer have the ability to put it on the character, okay? And we'll talk about that in a second. You'll understand what we mean by that. Or if it's grayed out, it means it's on your character. Okay. So, getting into number one, how to put these things onto your character. Okay. Now you can't slide over. You can't slide over to this box that we're moving on the right-hand side. Okay. Now, if you want to scroll through and you want to look, if you want to look at, what available perks there are, you're going to use the right joystick. So whatever side of the screen you're looking at, or whatever menu you're trying to go through, it's going to line up with your joystick. So if we're on the left-hand side, and we want to scroll up and down on the left-hand side, all right, it's going to be your left joystick. If you're trying to go through that available effects, or that perks menu right there, it's going to be your right joystick. You're going to be able to scroll through each and every one of these menus. All right. So very simply, the way this works is, for example, we're going to take that first one that we have right there. We're going to click on that. All right. Normally, now if you don't have anything there, you're going to see a plus sign. Okay. Click on it, hit yes. Okay. We're going to hit no, because we don't want to change that right now. Okay. So we're just going to hit no. But if you don't have anything there, you'd hit yes. All right. What'll happen is, when you hit yes, it's going to randomly pop up with one of these perks that are over inside your available effects area. After it shows up with it, what it's going to do is it's going to give you the option to either put it on or delete it. Okay? Not go with it. Now, two things happen. A few things happen here. Okay? If you choose, you don't want that perk. If you tell the game, no, I don't want that one. I don't want that one on there. All right, what's going to happen? So we're going to use this as an example. So where you see the green heart on the screen on the right-hand side under the perks menu there, where it says foam damage recovery speed up. All right, let's just say this gave us an E. All right, we sat there and said, no, we don't want that. That's too low. It's too low of a score. We don't want that. All right, we hit delete. So we're telling the game we don't want to accept that. What happens is it'll delete it. Yes, it won't put it onto your bubble gem set. But what it will do is the game will register that you said, no, I don't want that. It'll get rid of it. It'll tell you, hey, it deleted it. But when it deletes it, what it does is it gets rid of whatever level you said you didn't want in that category. All right, or in that perk. So if we said no, I don't want it because it's an E. All right, we'll still, now if we wanted to re-roll it, we could still re-roll and try to grab that. The only thing is the E is going to be grayed out. All right, we aren't going to be able to have the E anymore. So when you re-roll, what'll happen is it's not 100% of the time. I've had it happen a few times where yes, I've re-rolled it and I've gotten that same perk. All right, it doesn't happen every time. You could re-roll that and then you could end up with another random perk. You may be going for that foam damage recovery speed up, and you may be looking for that S tier. You could possibly get an S tier if you did it again, or you could sit there and you could get one that says push back distance up, and it could be an S. All right. The thing is, you got to be very, very careful with when you do it, with how you're doing this. You got to make sure you're going for what you actually want, because let's just say it did re-roll it, and it gave us a pushback of that pushback distance up, and it was an S. And then we decided, well, no, I don't want that one either, and we deleted that. All right. What would happen is, because it was an S, and this is why we're saying you got to be very careful with this, because that was on an S tier, and we said no, we don't want that either. What happens is, because it rolled for an S, everything, because it gave you the highest tier of that category, if you say you don't want it, you don't want that perk, even though it was an S tier. If you sit there and you tell the game, no, I don't want it, delete it, get rid of it, no, I'm looking for something else, it will get rid of it. But because it's an S, because it's in the S tier, the highest tier you could get in that perk, it'll take the perk, it'll get rid of it just like it did the last one. But the thing is, because it was at an S, you won't be able to get that perk again. It will not pop up. It won't pop up anymore. So if you roll an S, okay, now this is the thing. Like I said, if you roll an S, be very careful with it. But this is what we want you to understand too. If you roll anything else other than an S, roll anything else other than an S, and you delete it, you'll be able to re-roll and possibly get an E, a D, C, B, A. But if you land on an S and you say you don't want it, the entire perk goes. Now, there is a way to get it back. The only way to get that back, to get that perk back, if you do want it, is to reset the effects. The only way to get that perk back. If you roll the nest and then later on down the road, you realize, damn, oh, I do need that perk, but you've got all your other perks set up already. If you really need that perk that bad, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to restart from the beginning. You have to reset your bubble gem set, and then you're going to have to go through all that trouble again just to try to get that one perk that you needed. So what I've said is you gotta make sure what you're going for is what you want. Make sure what you're going for is what you want. Go with stuff that's gonna go off your play style, or it's gonna help your character do what you actually do in the game. or go off your play style. All right, that's it. That is the one thing. That is the one thing we will say. All right. Now, like I said, where to get the energy stones to actually be able to get the perks. We'll do that in another video. All right, this is the first guide that we've made here on this game, but we kind of wanted to give everybody this guide so they understand a little bit of how important it is to really know what you're going for, or what you really want in your character that you're playing. All right, really make sure you understand how you use that character and how you want that character to play. Okay, if you're looking for, a character that, maybe is a little more like crowd control than anything, then I mean, I'm not gonna lie, maybe put a little bit of movement speed in there. You could try putting, where's the other one? There's one I seen in here and I can't find it. Skill cooldown. All right, there's stuff you can do. Or if you're a person that wants to be like, a person that just pushes in on everybody, I'm gonna be honest, take the pink ones. Take the pink ones. The pink ones do like reload speed. Like we said, skill cooldown. I mean, the skill cooldown could be used in different scenarios and stuff like that. You could use that if you are somebody that wants to, sit further back or something like that. Or be the person, be a person that tries to control, how much foam is actually on the ground for your team or something like that. Because some of the skills, like what's your name? They even have one for the SS gauge, passive fill rate. They got that. If you're a person that wants to use that superstar skill quite a bit, I mean that's a passive skill. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably slap that on most of my characters, in all honesty, especially ones that have good superstar skills. But like we said, we don't want to chew your ear off here. But like we said, we just kind of wanted to give everybody an understanding of how important it is to actually know what you want to do with your character, how you want your character to play, and stuff like that. So everybody is at least on the same page of like, yeah, no, this is how it works. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did help you guys out, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.